The entire story of the European Middle Ages. From barbarian invasions to the Renaissance. Introduction. For nearly 1,000 years, Europe was transformed by war, faith, kings, disease, and discovery. This period, known as the Middle Ages, began with the collapse of one of history's greatest empires and ended with the birth of the modern world. From barbarian invasions and the rise of Charlemagne to the Crusades, the Black Death, and the Renaissance, this is the incredible story of the European Middle Ages. The fall of Rome. In the year 476 AD, the Western Roman Empire officially collapsed after the last emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was removed from power. For centuries, Rome had ruled much of Europe. But economic troubles, political corruption, civil wars, and repeated invasions by Germanic tribes weakened the empire. Groups such as the Visigoths, Vandals, Franks, and Ostrogoths established their own kingdoms across former Roman lands. As Roman authority disappeared, Europe entered a new age filled with uncertainty, where local rulers replaced emperors and survival became the greatest priority. Charlemagne and a new empire. By the 8th century, one ruler began rebuilding order in Western Europe. His name was Charlemagne, king of the Franks. Through military campaigns, he united much of modern France, Germany, Belgium, and northern Italy. On Christmas Day in the year 800, the Pope crowned Charlemagne as Emperor of the Romans. His reign encouraged education, improved government, and strengthened Christianity across Europe. Although his empire later divided among his grandsons, Charlemagne laid the foundation for many future European kingdoms. Feudal Europe. After Charlemagne's empire fragmented, Europe became divided into countless small territories. Without a strong central government, people relied on local lords for protection. This created the feudal system. Kings granted land to powerful nobles. Nobles rewarded knights with land in exchange for military service. Peasants worked the land to support everyone above them. Massive castles rose across Europe, while the church became one of the most powerful institutions in society. Religion shaped daily life, education, law, and even politics. The Crusades. In 1095, Pope Urban II called Christians to reclaim Jerusalem from Muslim rule. Thousands answered the call. These military expeditions became known as the Crusades. For nearly 2 centuries, European armies traveled to the Middle East. Although the Crusaders captured Jerusalem for a time, Muslim forces later regained the city. The Crusades caused immense suffering, but they also increased trade between Europe and Asia. Europeans gained new knowledge in science, mathematics, medicine, and navigation, helping shape the future. The Black Death. In 1347, disaster struck. The Black Death spread across Europe through infected fleas carried by rats. Within only a few years, between 1/3 and 1/2 of Europe's population died. Entire villages disappeared. Fear spread as quickly as the disease. The economy collapsed, labor became scarce, and many people questioned traditional beliefs and institutions. Yet this tragedy also transformed Europe forever by changing the balance between workers and nobles. The rise of the Renaissance. As Europe recovered, a new cultural movement began in Italy. It became known as the Renaissance, meaning rebirth. Artists, scientists, and scholars looked back to the ideas of ancient Greece and Rome. Masters such as Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo produced extraordinary works of art. Printing technology allowed books and knowledge to spread faster than ever before. Curiosity replaced fear, and innovation began transforming European society. The Middle Ages were slowly coming to an end. Conclusion: the European Middle Ages were far more than an age of castles and knights. They witnessed the collapse of empires, the rise of kingdoms, devastating pandemics, powerful religious movements, and the rebirth of knowledge. Without the Middle Ages, there would have been no Renaissance, no Age of Exploration, and no modern Europe. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more stories from the past.